So now you're starting the season. It's your first season as a head coach. What was the feeling of that first game?
Excitement, a little bit of nerves, but it was all positive. It wasn't nerves because I felt like we weren't prepared. It was my first professional G League game coaching, but I think what settled that was, like I said, the group of guys that we had. It was a great experience and something I'll never forget for sure.
What did you do personally to prepare yourself for that first game?
What you learn as a head coach is you kind of get into your own personal workflow as far as how you best prepare individually in order to help everybody else around you. So there were different tweaks along the way, obviously, and I learned a lot about myself and how to manage my time and figure out how to prioritize, how to prepare in certain situations. But I just prepared as best as I could, to beat the team at hand, and we had a game the next night, so it just keeps rolling after that.
So you guys got off to an 0-2 start. Talk a little bit about that. What did you learn from those first two losses, and what was that like as a first-year head coach?
Yeah, it was disappointing in the sense that you always want to win, obviously, but I think as a leader in a leadership position, you need to see the bigger picture and understand, at least from my perspective, that nobody's going to be happy with an 0-2 start, and they're looking to you to set the tone for how you're going to approach practice the next day and what your demeanor is going to be like, and is it going to be doom and gloom, or are you going to positively push forward? And for me personally, after an 0-2 start, it was simply learning from it, watching the film, seeing where we could have been better, definitely seeing where I could have been better. It opened my eyes to things that I need to get better at after those first two games to help the group. And after that, it was just simply self-evaluation, evaluation of the group, and just trying to push it forward. What those two games did was uncover different things that we need to get better at, really plain and simply. And we had an off day on that Sunday, and then we watched film on Monday and got on the practice court, and basically after those two games there was just more clarity on things that we need to get better at. It's a lot different going up against a very good opponent like we did the Memphis Hustle, and going against ourselves for 2 weeks. So basically what it did was just uncover areas in which we needed to improve, which is what we did, and went on the road and got that first win.
So let's talk about that first win. What was that like, getting your first win as head coach? What did that mean?
Yeah, for me personally, I didn't think much about it, that it was my first win. It was such a great team win on the road, and we really gutted it out towards the end of the game and hung on to win. So the first thing I thought about was what a great team win it was, but I guess at the very least what I could appreciate was the willingness of the group to acknowledge that it was my first career win, and that was really cool. I think Al Whitley was the driving force in that, and presenting the game ball and whatnot. And the guys really responded well to the moment, and I just have an unconditional appreciation for that moment, and the fact that the guys appreciated that it was the first one as well.